Okay, last episode I beat Dragon Slayer armor, and now I'm going to continue past his bonfire. I didn't even switch to the proper ring. I'm not supposed to use this one for boss fights. Oh well. So I guess we're climbing up to the top. I can't really tell. It looks like those things are going up that way, but then some of them look like they're going the other way. So I think this is a statue of a woman holding out her hand. I guess that's like a let me help you gesture rather than a give me something gesture. And I know I've seen several descriptions referring to the Queen of Lothric as someone who has like been leaving items behind for me. And then maybe this would be the king who I think turned into consumed King Osiris. He was more like an animal when I fought him. Okay, so I got stairs descending down there. That's too low detail to be a place I can go. That's where those stairs lead. You know, the mechanic of having these things scream at you does mean that, you know, in the two previous games, you would basically only see the item. And the fact that it was associated with a corpse was, like, you just don't even notice pretty quickly. And now it's sort of like, every time I see one of these, I'm thinking, okay, there's a corpse here. It could scream at me, but it's also meant to be someone who died, I guess. I could use a slab. Item up there. What? Did I go backwards? No. What? Is this a... illusory. It's like going to be something jumps down on me and says, haha, you can't access the bonfire. I was also thinking about Aldia from DS2. Is this... is this just lazy map design? They're like, we designed this level, and we designed that level, and then we decided to put them together? There have certainly been aspects of the maps in this game that seemed unpolished to me. I guess I just have to count that as another example. Now, I'm looking at my map. There was an elevator to the right of the grand staircase before the fog gate that I never found how to get to, but that could be from above. It could be that that'll loop back at some point in the future. And I was always also looking at this door thinking, did I find all the other sides of doors? But I think I did. I don't think there's any unaccounted for doors. There's just one elevator. Now this guy's different. He's been like... Has he been stabbed? What happened to you? He has like 2 scabbards? And a bow. And he's wearing a hat that kind of looks like the... Whoops. Cleric hat. What is it called? This one. He's got like a dark colored version of the cleric hat, yeah. Huh. Grand Archives Key. Goddard Twin Swords. Grand Archives Key. Key to the main door of Lothric's Grand Archives. I don't recall seeing a locked door. The spreading pus of man tainting the castle. Belonged to Goddard, one of the king's black hands who fled the castle. Goddard Twin Swords. Nothing stands out to me as being remarkable about this, but I have not done anything with the twinned weapons in this game, so I'm guessing this is Goddard. I mean, he has 2 scabbards like you would need for 2 swords. Okay, and then I suspect that this door will not open. That this will be something I have to open from the other side after I go through the door on the doorway on the right. Okay. Well, I didn't intend to come in here just yet, because there's a side passage, so let's check this out first. Oh, I see. This is an inactive elevator, and I'll have to find the other side of it. Nothing below. Okay. So they give me the key and immediately open the door. So what are these statues? It's not even clear that that's supposed to be human. It's like dripping or something. And this is this king statue again. Oh. This looks... yeah, it looks like King Seeker France. But a much smaller version of him. I mean, DS1, all you see is his head. But clearly, you know, with those like floppy ear things, this is a reference to that character. Or at least that species of animal. And so this is the one I thought maybe that's supposed to be the queen. This is our dripping book-wielding... I guess they kind of remind me of the crying women from Duke's Archives. And we got this guy again. The king. The spaghetti monster. And the queen. Okay. So we've got Primordial Serpent, King and Queen, and then whatever this is. Sort of like a chess piece motif here. A little bit, like the rook. Alright, what's in here? Books. Lots of books. Is that a person? No. Seems like something that would be used to track. Oh, hello. I've fought you before. You're the Crystal Sage. You do magic damage. My equipment is mediocre for magic at the moment. Let's switch this on. He's willing, apparently, just to hang out there. Sorcerer gloves. Slightly higher magic resist. What about Sorcerer robe? This is actually worse than the Drang. The old Sorcerer is better. Court Sorcerer. I have so many different variations of Sorcerer equipment. Maiden skirt. Just like, let's max out my magic resist. Maiden gloves. So for some reason the Maiden set has really high magic resist. Cleric hat. It's just so ugly. Okay, I'll stick with what I have. And this has 74 magic defense. This is 75. But the stability is much higher, so I'll stick with it. I don't know that this... I mean, this guy probably doesn't deserve this much preparation. But since he's giving me the opportunity... Oh. Thrall. Where did he go? Where is he? I don't know how that missed me. Is he up on that balcony? Oh, that did hit me. Wow, okay. I feel like I should be pretty safely hidden behind my shield right now. Okay, let's go see about this guy. He's running away? Is that a death AoE? Something's stomping around. Let's put on... this for a little while, I guess. So it seems like that Crystal Sage is going to harass me from the distance for a while. Oh, I see. There... is that an archer of some kind? So he's gonna like keep shooting at me from a distance while I explore. So I can regen my health as long as I'm able to avoid these attacks. They don't appear to be very well aimed, but they do decent damage if they hit me. More now that I've taken off the ring. Picked up, I think, a crystal gem and... oh, I can't go back. And twinkling titanite. Okay, yep, the crystal lizard performed its function admirably, baiting me into a trap. Switch back to the other ring. Quite a few of these guys whose robes animate when the camera hits them. I would love to just quietly find my way back to where I was. I'm looking for ambushes, but I didn't spot that one. I wasn't really thinking about those thralls, even though I should have been. I was thinking about the guy who's stomping around, and those guys I can see. Can Can I go up this? Interesting. I see. So right below me is where the crystal sage appeared first. He's no longer casting stuff at me. I don't know if that's because he calmed down or he just happens not to be able to see me. Looks like there's a ladder there that I might be able to kick down to open a shortcut. But my goal at the moment here is still to find a way back to where I was, or at least create enough space that I can retreat when I need to. Okay, one thrall there. Item above me. I only see the one. One of these guys released like a cloud of something when he died. I'm wondering if some of them are gonna do that, so more of them. I suspect that cloud is dangerous. Still need to remember to look at the description of the crystal gem once I can find my way back to safety, and this won't do it because this is just where I was. So I'm committed to dealing with those guys with the animating robes. This is as far back as I can retreat, although I suppose if there was one strong thing chasing me, I could lead him up here and then do a loop. So if I get chased backwards, I think, of course I could also do a loop on that. Alright, I'm going to try to pull the one that I can see on the right. Hope the others don't notice where I am. Just want to keep this guy able to see me. I don't know who's casting stuff. Oh, I see. Okay. The one that's facing me is casting stuff. I'd like to keep this guy's attention. Sounds like there's projectiles landing all around me. Can't tell if the one that's shooting at me has fire on his head or... I guess he does. I The alternative is that that's a candle behind him, but I think that's actually fire on his head. Oh, what is that? That looks like the... Looks like the stuff that gives you the bleed disease. Wow, look at all this stuff on the ground. What were they doing here? Maybe I don't want to know. Okay. Let's put back the other ring just to regen that little bit of damage I took. So this is where I came from. This was the area to the right I kept checking because I was concerned that the guy stomping around was there. Boy, this is gonna need a map. Got it, okay, so he's here. If it's just the one guy, I think I should be okay to go ahead and draw him out into this area. Okay. Still here. Darn it! Lothric Knight, Great Shield Armor, and a Shard. Okay, this weighs less, but also has less stability. It has higher magic defense. That could be useful. Right. Okay. 74 to 83 is a pretty big difference. And he also gave me armor? Oh, I already had it. Shares place alongside the wyverns as a symbol of Lothric. So are those things that I've been calling dragons actually wyverns? Okay, well I'm glad there's nobody stomping around anymore. There's an item up here. A lot of books. So more primordial serpents and flying spaghetti monsters. This room is very dark. Okay, it does have a floor. Just hard to see. Yeah, I thought that might be a crystal lizard. Oh, there's a thing there. Alright, well, I'll go through... I'm not going in there first anyway. I don't know quite what order to do these things in. So where I came from is there, and therefore this is forward, and... Is this a dead end? I hear another crystal lizard. So aside from the dark room, I think this is the only other way. Is that the crystal sage? Yes. Okay, so the crystal sage is up there now. Right, I was just on the other side of the wall to my left. Seems like maybe I'm below the crystal lizard. And this gives me a way back to where I was. Because those two thralls. But I also have this room. It's a cool looking telescope. Crystal chime. Which reminds me of the crystal gem I haven't looked at. Crystal chime needs both 18 intelligence and 18 faith. Defiled by the scholars of the Grand Archives. I don't think I've heard of Gertrude before. So this seems to mostly be something for miracles, like chimes or miracle type things. But I guess something that's nice about this, if I had the faith for it, is that it's light, so I could leave it equipped to cast Magic Shield. And I also picked up, I guess I must have already had these, Great Crystal Weapons, Magic Damage and Scale with Intelligence. Okay, I guess I did read this before. Crystal weapons in the other games were powerful but could not be repaired. At least that was the case in DS1. I don't remember if 2 had those. Okay, so there's nothing in here except the crystal chime. This guy's kind of got a weird pose. I thought I heard the sound of a thrall. Oh, I think it was my own footstep. I think these boots make a slightly different noise. Oh, okay, so now he knows where I am again, somehow. Okay, so this is where the crystal sage was. I think I'm below him. I don't understand how he sees me. Darn it! So where did I see the crystal lizard? It was here. Right, the crystal. I came up here, I saw the crystal lizard, I got drawn down here. Okay. So does that mean that the dark room is the only place I haven't been? I think it is. I'm going to switch to this shield. Obviously the stability isn't as high, but it's still very high. And the extra magic defense could prove useful here. So unless I've missed something, this is the only way. Wait, did I? Yeah, this just led back to where I was. Right, through there. Right, okay. So the dark room is the only place remaining. And I guess the crystal lizard I'm hearing is the one back there in the corner. I can see the one guy, but he looks like he's a bit far away to pull, especially given how slowly he walks. Now obviously there is a floor here, but there could be a hole almost anywhere, and I wouldn't know. Until I ran into it. don't think I want to charge that crystal lizard. I know so little about this area. The last one led to an ambush of sorts. So I think I'm just going to let this one scurry away. Get it later. Oh, there's two. Somehow they don't see me yet. Like, this is really tough to see until you're on top of it. I'm curious what things would look like with the torch equipped. Okay. I have the equip load to have this, so it's probably a good idea. Okay, so there goes that one. Now that I'm so close to it, I'm tempted to go for it. With the torch out, it seems like I can tell that there isn't anything else around. Whoa! What is that? Can't target it. Not quite being able to... Huh. Whoa! Okay, you're doing curse damage to me. I don't appreciate that. Wow. Lots of them, huh? I don't seem to be able to hurt them. I guess I should buy more of these. You know, it was Grey Rat that sold them for cheap. And he has not showed up again. I think I sent him out when I was in Honor Londo, and he said, oh, I'll go to Honor Londo and find good stuff. And there was at least one place in Honor Londo that I couldn't find how to get there. think there's any way to damage those things. At least not with the weapons that I have. And so I'm wondering if Grey Rat got captured. Like he did when I found him in High Wall, and I need to rescue him again. So is it possible to recognize... See, it's these sort of fat books. No, but if I look here, there's one. There's one. Oh, okay. They are. They hadn't popped out before, so I didn't... Can I read your book? Do it again. It's the same image, just flipped upside down on the left side. Oh no. Because this doesn't exist down there. Well, in any case, it's illegible. I had wanted to sort of study this bookshelf before getting close to it to see if I could spot any before it happened. Yeah, that's one as well. So I think there are two here. Right. And there's a switch. Yeah, it's that one there, and that one there. I don't think there are any on this shelf. There's one right there. Oh, there's another one. I didn't see that one. And there's one right there. And one right there. And there. So there's three here. So is it... Whoa, there's a fourth. I didn't see that one. So how do I get this item then? Like, is it the case that as they're retracting, I have a moment? What? How did you guys hit me? It's just going to be something I don't need. I can't seem to get close enough to it to grab it without them triggering. Well, I don't think they're going to kill me in one shot here. It's just a soul of a nameless soldier or whatever. I guess I should go ahead and pull this switch. Ah. Okay, does not look like a mimic. Witch's locks. It sort of looked like a whip. Aha! It is a whip. Flame whip. Oh, that's the skill. It does fire damage. From the black hair of a daughter of the Witch of Izalith. Huh. Okay. And what about this item? Power within. Temporary boost to attack, but gradually lose HP. I've used this, I think, only when fighting 4 kings in DS1. Maybe a few other places. Okay. Oh, interesting. So, with the torch out, the lighting makes these books a lot more obvious. Or some of them, anyway. Because I think there are 4. Yeah, there are 4 on this wall. Those 2 are super obvious. This one's somewhat. And I actually don't remember what... Oh, the 4th is right up there. There's one right there. Okay, well, due to time I need to cut this. And in the next one I will go up those stairs.